Viewers, just a few days ago, Rahul Gandhi made an appeal to Gen Z as he ramped up his vote chori campaign. The Congress MP urged the youth, the Gen Z, to save the Samvidhan and democracy by stopping vote chori. His outreach was widely seen as a reference to the recent Nepal protests, where young people hit the streets, forcing KP Oli to resign as Prime Minister and even leave the country. But today, Rahul Gandhi faces fire from within. At least that's what the BJP claims. Congress MP Manish Tewari put out a hard-hitting post flagging the unrest in India's neighborhood over the last 2 years. In his words, entitlement is no longer acceptable to Gen X, Y and Z. He even used terms like Dynasts and the hashtag Nepo kids. Now, the BJP wasted no time insisting that Tewari's post was a veiled attack on Rahul Gandhi himself. Even though Tewari clarified that his comments weren't aimed at any individual, the BJP says this proves that dissent is brewing inside the Congress and that leaders are finally calling out the truth. The Congress, meanwhile, has hit back, accusing the BJP of being obsessed with and scared of, quote-unquote, Rahul Gandhi.
Manish G is referring to Jai Shah, the new Nepo head of BJP, and who is controlling the ICCI, and the way Anurag Thakur, like people who serve Mr. Amit Shah, Jai Shah.
तो ये डिफॉल्टर डायनेस्टी के जो डींगबाज हैं, डिफॉल्टर डायनेस्टी के जो डींगबाज लोग हैं, वो जो है वो आज खुद अपनी ही पार्टी और अपने ही परिवार के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी पॉलिटिकल लायबिलिटी बनते जा रहे हैं। और इस तरह के सुर जो है वो आपको अंदर भी सुनाई पड़ रहे हैं, बाहर भी सुनाई पड़ रहे हैं।
राहुल गांधी तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सभी नेताओं के सपने में आते हैं। बिना राहुल गांधी का नाम लिए वो उनका दिन नहीं गुजरता, उनकी रात नहीं गुजरती। घबराहट है, इससे स्पष्ट होता है कि वो राहुल गांधी के नाम से ही घबराते हैं।
भारत की जनता सड़कों पे आकर कुछ करती नहीं है। भारत की जनता बहुत ही अनुशासित तरीके से अपने समय पर सही काम करती है, तो उन्होंने तो नेपो किड को हटा दिया।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
To take this across to our guest joining us, we have Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Subrashta is the author and founder of the Churn. With us also is Ashwini Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress. Anish Gawande, national spokesperson of the NCP. Sharad Pawar faction is with us. Professor Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Let me start with you first, Ashwini Kumar Mishra. The point being made by the BJP is that finally the truth is revealing itself. It's leaders of the Congress who are now showing a mirror to the Gandhi family. Your response to that, Ashwini?
Madhav, Rahul Gandhi is 2.0 of Mahatma Gandhi. He never took the advantage of the entitlement. In fact, if he wanted to, he could have become the Prime Minister in UPA government.
What 2.0 means what?
Rahul Gandhi is second version of Mahatma Gandhi.
What has he done? What does he mean? How are you comparing him to Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi is the father of the nation. Please, let us speak with little bit of responsibility.
I am being very responsible here. Madhav, allow me to speak. If he wanted to take an entitlement, he could have become the Prime Minister during UPA government. But no, he has not taken any entitlement, and he worked for the social justice of people.
Who stopped him,
sir? He worked against the atrocities unleashed by this current government.
Sir, did anybody stop him?
Madhav, allow me to speak. You asked me about the Nepo kid. Let me.
No, you have to. Sir, you have made a very sweeping statement. You are making a very sweeping statement that Mr. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, I don't know even if you're who you are in touch with in the Congress party, whether they will even endorse this kind of statement, because Mahatma Gandhi is somebody who even the Congress party, reveres. Let's please not make these kind of blatant statements which you will have to go back on later on this debate. I'm giving you another chance to rethink that statement, because Mr. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, this is a little insensitive on your part, quite insensitive I might add, because this is not something that is expected from any responsible spokesperson.
I'll explain, Madhav. Allow me to speak. At least you asked me a question. Mahatma Gandhi united entire nation against the atrocities of Britishers unleashing on the country, and Rahul Gandhi did the Nyaya Yatra, and he is uniting the whole country on the atrocities unleashing by this BJP, Bharatiya Jumla Party. That is what Rahul Gandhi is following the footsteps of Mahatma Gandhi. He is ensuring that social justice is given. It is not the privilege of few, but the right of all. And you talk about Nepo kids. Who are these Nepo kids? Modi ji and Vajpayee ji never had kids, so let's not about their
No,
children.
it's fair enough. No, one second. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, you've said many things. You've said many things. Fine, he is taking on the centre government. He's fighting against what he believes are issues that the people of India are connected with. You know, Manipur, vote chori, whatever be those issues. What about West Bengal? When there were harassment of women taking place, where was Mr. Rahul Gandhi? What did Mr. Kharge say? That such small things happen.
We are not very selective, unlike few of us.
You are not
here.
selective. So what did you do in Bengal? Tell us.
No, we criticize every genuine problem. We never help propagate the propaganda of
What did you do in Bengal?
Bharatiya Janata Party because Bharatiya Janata Party.
What did you do in Bengal? Tell us.
You see our statement, Madhav. You will.
What
see
was your statement? Tell us. I'm asking you. Tell us the statement. Even you don't remember your own statement.
No, in the West Bengal, all the propaganda exposed as a lies.
What was the propaganda?
They were not proved.
What was the propaganda?
Which were talked.
What was the propaganda? Don't speak in generalities. Give us the specifics.
No, you asked me a general question. I'm replying in generality.
I am asking you what was your statement of condemnation, because several of your leaders ran away from condemning it point blank. That's a statement on record. I am asking you, if you are so concerned about harassment that citizens of this country face, and rightly so, where was that condemnation, where was that outrage when it came to states such as West Bengal? Simple question.
We condemned atrocities across the country. We condemned Manipur, we condemned Uttar Pradesh, we condemned Rajasthan, we condemned all the places where the atrocities happen, including West Bengal. You see the statement, you will figure it out. I can play it out after searching on the YouTube. I can play it out for you as well.
But the very fact that you don't remember it speaks volumes, Ashwini.
Because I personally,
you're a spokesperson who comes every day on national television. But the very fact that even you don't remember it outright speaks volumes. But nevertheless, let me come in and bring in Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, you know, the point being made over here is that Rahul Gandhi is taking on. He's taking on the establishment. He's taking on the BJP government. He's raising people's issues, and that is raising hackles of the BJP. That is the argument coming in from the Congress side. Your response?
You know, Madhav, I think you asked some pertinent questions, and the Congress leader on your panel refused to give straightforward answers. Comparing Rahul Gandhi to Mahatma Gandhi, I mean, it's hilarious that these are the same people who call people like me Andhbhakts. These are the same people who call us Charan Chumbaks. But be that as it may, let me come straight to some hard facts. Jawaharlal Nehru was not the first elected, but the first selected Prime Minister of India, though he subsequently won elections. He ruled India for 16 years, 286 days. His daughter Indira Gandhi ruled India for 11 years, 59 days. Indira Gandhi's son Rajiv Gandhi ruled India for 5 years, 32 days. Rajiv Gandhi's spouse, Sonia Gandhi, ruled India via a proxy government, with Manmohan Singh being the nominal titular head, for 10 years and 4 days. So, to cut a long story short, the Gandhi-Nehru dynasty, including Sonia Gandhi's proxy government, ruled India for over 42 long years. So, yahan baitkar, for the Congress to talk about nepotism is a bit too rich, but let me address one important point. Suddenly this term Gen Z seems to be resonating with a lot of us, and rightly so. Manish Tewari said Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z do not endorse Nepo kids. He's right. And I think the best example of that, I always say I corroborate my statements with facts. I don't make sweeping allegations which will fall flat, which is what the Congress leader tried doing a few seconds back. I think your audience needs to listen to this. Delhi University Students' Union, President, Joint Secretary, all the 3 top positions won by whom? ABVP, which is a BJP student body affiliate. Hyderabad Central University, all the top positions won by whom? ABVP. Patna University Students' Union polls, all the top positions went to whom? To ABVP.
Right.
Shyamlal College Evening, Ramanujan College, Atmaram Sanatan Dharma College, Deshbandhu College, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, Dayal Singh College, PGDAV College, Aditya Mahavidyalaya.
Okay, got your point. So the larger point you're making is that the youth or the Gen Z, which is being spoken about, is not voting for the Congress. That's the point you're making.
Can I finish?
Yeah, please conclude your point. The other panelists also, yeah.
Yeah, he spoke for 8 minutes, give me at least 3 minutes. He went on and on and on. So the limited point I'm making is in every big and small university in the last 6 months, it is ABVP which has won hands down, which shows that the BJP's ideology is resonating on the ground with Gen Z.
Let me bring in Anish Gawande now. Anish Gawande, the Gen Z which Rahul Gandhi, which Manish Tewari, I beg your pardon, has been talking about is not really voting for the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi also referred to it in the past. But the larger question is this, that hasn't somebody like Mr. Manish Tewari, shouldn't he know better? He's been the Minister of Information and Broadcasting of this country. And he had to beat a hasty retreat because he later, when this was flagged by the BJP on social media, he countered saying everything does not have to be dumbed down to Congress, BJP, he said, she said, or targeting XY. Was Mr. Tewari caught in a tight spot? And is that what forced him to beat a hasty retreat?
Madhav, I would not dare to comment on whether Mr. Tewari was caught in a tight spot or no, even to pretend to speak on his behalf. But what I do find comical here today is that the same BJP which caused such an outrage 2 weeks ago when Udit Raj tried to compare India to Nepal and say that similar problems persist in this country, is now going head over heels to support Manish Tewari ji when he says that the same problems of entitlement and Nepo kids that existed and caused a revolution in Nepal are present in India because the target of that attack is Rahul Gandhi. This is precisely the hypocrisy of the BJP that many of us are fed up and tired of. They keep taking the name of nepotism time and again, and let me be very honest, because I come from a party that has a nepotistic leader. Supriyata Sule, my party leader, has herself said, I'm a Nepo kid, but I've faced elections and won them. Unfortunately, on the other side, the BJP keeps waving this flag on nepotism without ever acknowledging that they give tickets to more people whose family members are in politics than those of us in the opposition. They're very welcoming towards Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, Ajit Pawar ji, because at those points, nepotism does not matter. They are very okay with Jai Shah becoming the president of BCCI because over there, nepotism does not matter. I have no problems with nepotism when it plays out in the electoral field. But when it turns into hypocrisy, that's when we should be a little careful.
Okay. Sanju Verma, there is equal amount of nepotism, if not more, within the BJP. Quick response to what's being stated here by Anish.
Let me make one thing very clear. Who are Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 4 brothers and 1 sister? Without Googling, I challenge the opposition panelists on this debate to tell me even the names of Prime Minister Modi's siblings. One of them is, working as a lathe machine worker. Another runs an old age home. One is a junior officer in the Gujarat PWD department, while another one runs a PWD fair price ration shop. I'm sure all the opposition panelists here do not even know the names of Prime Minister Modi's brother. Som Bhai Modi, Prahlad Modi, Amrut Bhai Modi and Pankaj Modi. And Prime Minister Modi's only sister, Vasanti Ben Hasmukh Lal Modi, is married to an insurance agent who earns about 18 to 20,000 rupees a month, as per what he recently said in an interview last year. So the limited point is this. I always say look at the very top, because some things, if you look at the top leadership, you know what the general ideology of that particular organization is.
Right. And
by virtue of the Prime Minister completely ensuring that none of his immediate family members have anything to do with politics, is the best example of the fact that BJP rejects nepotism in every form, in every manner. For the NCP Sharad Pawar faction to talk about Jai Shah is a bit too rich.
Okay, let me bring in Professor Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi. Professor Joshi, अभी पिछले दिनों में हमने कई सारे ऐसे एपिसोड्स देखे हैं. DK Shivakumar पे there is some amount of criticism for singing the RSS song, then he has to pledge loyalty to the Gandhi family and to the Congress party. When Revanth Reddy comes out to speak, he says there's an appreciation letter from Sonia Gandhi. He says that this letter of appreciation from Sonia Gandhi ji is my Oscar, my Nobel, my Lifetime Achievement Award. Charanjit Singh Channi has briefed Priyanka Gandhi Vadra about the security lapse in the PM's convoy in Punjab. There are several such instances which people are going to say, ki, bhai, this shows that the Gandhi family is, of course, at some level or the other, the only one that rules the Congress party. Is this not nepotism?
माधव जी, जिस बात के लिए आज हमने बुलाया है, जिस बात पे ट्वीट पर हम लोग चर्चा कर रहे हैं मनीष तिवारी जी की, उन्होंने हालांकि खुद स्पष्ट कर दिया कि मेरा किसी व्यक्ति विशेष से यहाँ पर कोई आशय नहीं है, लेकिन चूंकि आपने मुझे इस बहस में बैठाया है तो मेरी जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि देश को बताने की कि आज नेपो किड्स कौन बन के आया है। और निश्चित तौर पे क्योंकि राहुल गांधी के बारे में अगर ये बात आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग कह रहे हैं तो वो तो रायबरेली, अमेठी और वायनाड तीनों से जनता की अदालत में बीच के जाए। और मैं कहना चाहता हूं उसमें मैन ऑफ द सीरीज अगर नेपो किड्स में कोई उदाहरण 21वीं सदी में दिया जाएगा, वो दिया जाएगा अमित शाह जी का और जय शाह जी का। और अभी मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की प्रवक्ता साथी को सुन पा रहा था, वो उदाहरण बता रही थी कहां पर विश्वविद्यालयों पे चुनाव हुए और एबीवीपी ने कब्जा करा। मैं उत्तर प्रदेश से आता हूं, मैं इनको बताना चाहता हूं उत्तर प्रदेश में योगी सरकार ने उन चुनावों पर प्रतिबंध लगाने का काम करा, लोकतांत्रिक काम करने का काम करा जो छात्रों के राजनीतिक जीवन के उदय का कारण बनते हैं। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं ये देश को कहां ले जाना चाहते हैं? आज भी वहां पर चुनाव नहीं हो रहे छात्र संघ के और ये उदाहरण दे रहे हैं। दिल्ली में मैं देख पा रहा था चुनाव में जब ये जीते तो ये उदाहरण देने का काम करते। इनके एबीवीपी के लोग और सरकार के बीच में कैसा फुटबॉल उत्तर प्रदेश में हुआ पूरा देश ने देखने का काम करा है। और मैं कहना चाहता हूं पुणे आपके चैनल में, एक प्रतिष्ठित चैनल के माध्यम से, कि मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि 21वीं सदी का इतिहास लिखा जाएगा तो ये लिखा जाएगा कि अमित शाह का बेटा अगर बीसीआई का अध्यक्ष बनता है तो निश्चित तौर पर मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं वो इसीलिए बनता है कि सबसे बड़े नेपो किड्स का अवार्ड वो ले चुके हैं।
Okay, let me bring in Subrashta now. Subrashta has not come into the debate yet. Subrashta, I want you to respond to what he is saying. Again, the question coming in that there are nepo kids within the BJP itself. So therefore, it is not correct for the BJP to use this narrative. Please respond to the SP spokesperson.
Madhav, before I respond to the SP spokesperson, let me tell you that Anish raised some very interesting, points. Look, the problem really is not with dynasty in this country. The problem is with entitlement. Dynasty is survivable. Entitlement is fatal. The problem with the Congress party is that if it were to reframe itself as a collective, sort of leadership project where Rahul was seen as somebody like Akhilesh Yadav, for instance, who suffered internal and external pressures and emerged as a natural leader of sorts, people would not have had a problem. The problem is that the BJP keeps raising this issue time and again, calling Rahul a Nepo kid, because the internal structures in the Congress party are absolutely non-transparent, undemocratic. And even if one were to look at Manish Tewari's, post in this slide, please note Manish Tewari is not talking about dynasty. Every political party which is being represented on your panel tonight has huge traces of dynasty politics in them. Even the BJP, I agree with the opposition's charge. But the point is, do leaders earn their positions? Look at Supriya Sule for that matter. The way that lady has raised the issue of reservations recently, still being in controversy, it's absolutely remarkable. Somebody who comes from a particular, generation of leadership, somebody who represents a certain kind of caste equation, still to go on and say that that is where you earn your, respect among the Gen Z and voters beyond Gen Z. The problem with Rahul Gandhi specifically is this, and the problem with Congress party is in effect an extension of Rahul Gandhi's problems. They feel that they own India as their personal project. Unfortunately, India has really grown. Unfortunately for them, India, fortunately for us, India has really grown. Mandal has happened. A lot of things have happened. Mandal 2 is happening. Where is Rahul Gandhi in all of this? That's the question the nation asks every single day.
Let me bring in Ashwin Kumar Mishra. The country is changing, the mindsets are changing. But let me just read out what some leaders of the Congress party have said while they were leaving. Ghulam Nabi Azad, who says in his letter of resignation that all senior and experienced leaders were sidelined, a new coterie of inexperienced sycophants have started running affairs of party. Former Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh blamed Rahul and Priyanka for patronizing his critics instead of supporting him, saying, unfortunately, rather than being reined in, he was patronized by Rahul and Priyanka while you chose to turn a blind eye to the shenanigans. Similarly, Jaivir Shergill, when he quits the party, says decision-making is no longer for the interest of the public and the country. So this is the repeated criticism coming in of the manner in which power is just within a certain coterie and within the family itself. This is a repeated criticism. Do you think it's fair for them to say this or not?
Madhav, those are all individual opinions, and moreover, Subrashta has made very valid point that India versus Bharat debate. BJP is all worried about those 10% Indians, the privileged 10% Indian, and Congress is worried about 90% of the Bharat. And look at the duplicity of, let me give an example of duplicity. Let me give it.
He just sparred a
Subrashta, I did not interrupt you. You raise a very valid point. I'm seconding you. I'm supporting you. I'm supporting a leader like you to tell me what my politics is. First of all, I'm not a politician.
No, but she believes that you're misquoting her. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, she believes that you're misquoting her. Let us just clarify. I'm going to come back to you. Subrashta, since he's taken your name, quick response to him. Is that what you said?
Mr. Ashwini Mishra, who very proudly uses his surname, at least should stand up for the community that he also represents. He should call himself Ashwini Kumar Indian, for that matter. For all I care.
No personal comments.
For all I care. But the point is, this is going to be a major issue in India. If people who have this kind of entitlement do not come out and speak for the underprivileged, even in the forward communities, this country is going to the dogs.
Okay, Ashwini, quick response.
Yeah, she rightly said, I totally agree with her. And I think Piyush Goyal, Anurag Thakur, Jai Shah, Pankaj Munde, all these people, Tejasvi Surya, I can name at least hundreds of them in Bharatiya Janata Party who is using entitlement as a tool, and they are sitting at various different political and non-political positions. And Madhav, last thing about the duplicity of Bharatiya Janata Party, Modi ji itself. He was talking about lot of Make in India yesterday. I just have a list. What are things he wear? He wear the suit of Armani, use the Movado watch, use the...
Are we debating that?
Glasses. No,
are we debating that, Ashwini Kumar Mishra? Is that the subject of our debate today? Please, let's not do this. In any debate, you can't start talking about anything under the sun. There's no debate then. But since you've raised the issue of hypocrisy within BJP, Sanju Verma, quick response, because there are those who have come out to even observe that within the BJP there are examples of B.S. Yediyurappa's son who's in charge there in Karnataka. There are other leaders including Karan Bhushan Singh, son of Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, and in the state of Maharashtra, where you come from, Sanju Verma, 9 of the 20 BJP candidates announced came from political families.
Madhav, you have 3 people from the opposition. I don't care if there are 30. But I need just 2 minutes, and I'll very quickly first answer this entire narrative about Jai Shah. Sharad Pawar was the president of BCCI from 2005 to 2008, and the entire Darbari ecosystem said Wajiva. Sharad Pawar was the head of ICC from 2010 to 2012. Darbari ecosystem said Wajiva. Sharad Pawar became the president of Mumbai Cricket Association before he resigned. Due to health reasons, again the entire Darbari ecosystem said Wajiva. When Ashok Gehlot became the Chief Minister of Rajasthan after the elections in 2018, the first thing that happened was Madhavdas Gehlot, the son of Ashok Gehlot, became the head of Rajasthan Cricket Association, and the entire cabal said Wajiva. And let me tell you, Kirti Azad held the highest positions in Indian cricket when he was with Congress Party. Navjot Singh Sidhu was brought into politics when he was still an active cricketer by the Congress Party. So stop lecturing me, but I will just end with one point. Mother. Can I please finish? I did not heckle him, Mother.
Quickly, yeah.
Can I finish? Yeah. My simple point is this. Bansuri Swaraj, the daughter of Sushma Swaraj, was given a Lok Sabha ticket. She won elections. Has she been made a minister? No. Pankaj Singh, the son of Rajnath Singh, won elections from Noida. Is in the union cabinet? No. Prem Kumar Dhummal, Anurag Singh Thakur's father, was multiple times Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, but today Anurag Thakur is not in Modi government's Modi 3.0 cabinet. So I think...
But he has been a minister. Okay, but let me, since you've asked pointed questions of Sharad Pawar and his role, I want Anish to come in on that and respond to those questions. Anish Gawande, when Sharad Pawar is the head of BCCI, then there is no problem. When there are opposition, when the leaders of BJP who become, or in some way they are connected, then that is politicized. Please respond to Sanju.
Madhav, my simple remark here is that did Supriya Sule become the head of BCCI when Sharad Pawar was union minister, right? As a non-political entity. That being kept aside, apart from the example given, of course, of Vaibhav Gehlot, which I don't want to counter with another example of Jyotiraditya Scindia ji's son, Aryaman Scindia, who also is now the head of the Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association. My point here was not to say that these positions are not being occupied by people whose parents have occupied positions of power. That is a fact today. But unfortunately, the BJP, which claims to be a party with a difference, can only answer one question with another question, and these points are raised. Why do they not take structural measures? And let me just point out one small thing here, Madhav. In a state like Maharashtra, they have killed student politics. Student elections are not allowed in a state like Maharashtra. You just heard how student elections are not allowed in a state like UP. They do not let any young people from non-political parties come into
all right. We'll have to leave it there. Anish, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. You're completely out of time. Sanju Verma, Subraj Shah, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, Anish Gawande, and Professor Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi, thanks so much for joining us on the debate this evening.